If you come across this video, I hope you're doing okay. I haven't posted in a while. I've had some stuff going on, and um, yeah, just been dealing with some things. And I'm wearing a hat because not trying to be cool by no means. My hair is an absolute mess, and I need to get it done soon. But I'm going to um, work on it later on today. But I've had a lot going on. Currently, my mom is in the hospital. And then earlier this week was the anniversary of my dad's passing. He passed away in July of 2010. And then 3 years prior to that, my brother passed away. Um, and I guess I haven't dealt, I'm still dealing with it. And it still feels like yesterday. And with my mom, um, so basically, she's been in the hospital since Saturday, last Saturday. She hadn't been feeling well for weeks now, and she's got some heart issues um, that's been going on, but mainly it's been like respiratory stuff. So with the extreme heat and everything, it's been affecting her. She's been using her oxygen for um, basically using oxygen a little bit more on her oxygen machine, rather. And I had bought her a humidifier slash purifier recently to see if it was going to help because she also has asthma and bronchitis. It's just a list of things. Um, but anyway, my sister called me last Saturday to tell me that she took her to the hospital. And though there's been some progress in the last day or so, um, from what I was told, it's, I don't know, life is, life sucks sometimes. And I'm basically numb. And the thing about me is that well, I feel as if I'm an empath. So that means that you feel things more deeply than the normal person. Things affect you a lot more. And you sense things a lot more. And um, it's a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings. And I also have a lot of dreams too. And usually the dreams are straightforward of where I'll dream something and it actually does happen, or bits and pieces of it does happen, or it comes in a code and then I have to like write it down and try to figure out like what's behind it, or the rest of it will come later. It's just weird. And maybe that's why I feel like I've always been the black sheep no matter where I go, because I feel just weird. But anyway, um, I have been numb, and my one of my brothers, because I'm the youngest of 6 kids, one of my brothers, the one that named me when I was born, he and my sister called me a few days ago to give me an update on my mom. And because of her breathing and everything, they're trying to clear up because ended up having pneumonia. They're trying to clear up things, and they decided to put in a breathing tube and to kind of like open up her lungs and to keep her from doing so much work, and being so tired and trying to breathe. So when I was when they were telling me this, I basically shut down. And the thing about my family is that I never felt as if they understood me or understand me. Um, and it's hard to explain it, especially when a lot of times you just don't understand it yourself to try to explain it, you know? And I completely just shut down. It was like, okay, anybody ask me how I'm doing, I'm okay. Um, my boyfriend said something that kind of triggered me to be upset. And when I was explaining to him what was going on, he was like, well, this is a great thing. And it's not so bad. I just need for you to know that it's not all doom and gloom. And the whole doom and gloom thing, even though if he had like good intentions, which I'm sure he did, um, it kind of made me feel like I was overreacting to the situation. So it made me sad. It made me sad. Um, so now if he asks how my mom is doing, I simply pass on the information that's been given to me, and I tell him please don't comment about it after. Maybe I'm being stupid, I don't know. Probably, but my family, they handle things, I feel like normal people. I don't handle things very well sometimes. And I've, as far as I know of, I've never cried in front of my family, and they will never ever see me cry. Um, I feel very uncomfortable sharing that part of me with them. I've always felt that way. So, and there's a lot of things that I don't share with them either. But so anyway, uh, tomorrow is Saturday, and I'm actually gonna go home and see my mom. And I think partially of why I shut down the way that I have is because when my dad was sick, um, everything happened so fast. Like he took a fall and was sick on that Mother's Day, around Mother's Day, because I was going to go home and then I ended up not going. Um, they admitted him into the hospital, and then they diagnosed him with having bone cancer in June. It might have been still in May. Um, but I went home to see him for Father's Day, and my mom and sister met me at the door and basically were like, you need to brace yourself. And I'm thinking, like, what in the world? And I went into the bedroom because he was in a hospital bed. And um, basically, I didn't see my dad anymore. It was cancer. That's all I saw. Um, he was already a small framed man to begin with. So the image of seeing him sick like that is embedded in my brain. And I think that the reason why I have kind of shut down is because, like, I don't know how my mom is going to look compared to when I saw her, I think like 3 weeks ago when I went home. And again, that's life. Um, I don't expect for everybody to understand. I'm just very sensitive to things, and I wish that I wasn't. Um, and there's been a lot of stuff going on with me, and a lot of like internal struggles. And I've mentioned in previous videos of how I deal with depression and anxiety, and um, and my struggles with food and feeling like I'm fat all the time, even though since last June, I've lost like 51 pounds and I've maintained that off. But even if I lost another 100 pounds, I'm still not going to ever feel enough. So I know that I'm not alone in feeling this way. But from years of therapy, from years of trying so many different meds, having so many different diagnoses for my mental health and everything, it's like, when is it going to quit? When is it going to stop? I wouldn't wish this on anybody. Um, am I suicidal? No, I'm not. I just need to put that out there. I'm not. Um, and in the past, I have tried. Um, and I've just been in like a quiet state for the past several days. I don't know how else to kind of describe it, but I'm tired. I'm tired, and I have a friend who just can't catch a break for the life of herself. Like, she just can't. It's been one thing after another, either with her health or personal life stuff, and or her parents' health or her daughter's health. And it's like, I often pray for her to just catch a break. And then you have other people who don't really experience a whole lot of heartache and stuff, and it seems like everything good happens and it falls in their lap, and they can be sometimes the nastiest person. And then you have the person that's kind of in between the two. So, who knows of why God allows certain things. And I don't want to get hooked on like the religious part of things or life, but I know we have to go through things, and that there is a purpose for our pain. And even in the beginning, before we were born, God knew us and He was with us, and He knows how we're going to be, what's going to happen, what happened a few minutes ago, what's going to happen in the next 5 or 10 minutes or hours from now. And it's like, for me, I wish I was better. It's not for a lack of trying. I do the best that I can, even though I know that I can do better. Um, But I just often wonder, like, if he knew of how my life was going to be, and if he knew of my personality and what my hopes were or are, and what I wish that I could do, and all this and the other. It's like, why create me if I'm not exceeding? Because I just feel like wasted space for somebody else that could be doing more. And I just feel like I'm taking up space. And I'm being honest. And the one good thing about how I do feel, um, as far as my relationship with God, is that I can go to Him however I am. And I do believe that He understands when, you know, people that that you try to talk to and stuff, they might not understand or they will judge. And that's something that I don't need. But it is human nature. So it is what it is. So we will see of what will happen when I go home. I said that I was going to just go and come right back, depending on how I feel. It's in the quiet moments and the alone moments that I shed any tears or kind of reflect, I guess. And yeah, so that's what's been going on. But hopefully my mom will feel better. I have some other concerns that I've been trying to put out there, but I feel like it's been overlooked. But I also understand that they've been trying to get her lungs and respiratory issues handled first. Um, so anyway, um, if you do come across this video, I hope that you're doing okay. And if not, always leave a comment if you feel led to. And I'll let you know what happens